What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday's weekly report, and today we got some news about Black Friday, and then we have 4 new cars that are released in Japan. So let's jump right into the Black Friday. Now, if you don't know, Black Friday it's not a holiday, but it's right after Thanksgiving. It's on that Friday through that Sunday, and it's where stores have crazy sales for Christmas because, right after Thanksgiving, the next holiday is Christmas. So they try to boost up their sales for that one day, or maybe get everybody ready for Christmas. I'm not really sure what the idea behind Black Friday is or how it even got started, but it kind of just helps, start off Christmas. And the very first announcement that for Black Friday right now that we know for Pokemon is this Target Black Friday sale. All Pokemon TCG tins will be 50% off. It says here the Target's Black Friday ad leaked to the net just a few hours ago, revealing that all Pokemon TCG tins will be 50% off, which is great. I think like tins are $14 to $20. Don't quote me on that. So that means there's $7 to $10, which is great because usually those EX cards, like I know a Hoopy EX promo is usually $7, $8. Don't get me wrong with those, but that's how much they usually go for, those promos EXs. So you're basically just paying for the promo EXs, and then you're getting the packs with those for free, which is great. And it talks about Black Friday a little bit. Does anybody go Black Friday shopping? I know when you think of Black Friday, you usually don't think of Pokemon. You usually think of electronics, like buying new TVs, buying Xbox. I saw that GameStop was doing something where you pay like $299 or $300 and you get a PS4 with the Uncharted collection, and they have something going on with the Xbox One as well. Some pretty good sales going on for Black Friday, and it's going to be interesting. Does anybody go Black Friday shopping? I personally don't. I do Cyber Monday, which is the Monday afterwards, where like Amazon and all those guys have their own big sales, and that's what I usually participate in. I don't have to fight all those crowds, but supposedly fighting the crowds and going shopping and being out there waiting in line is all the fun, and it's interesting to see if people like that. But let's go over some new cars that were revealed, and we'll go from the least exciting to the most exciting. Now, we're going to start things off with the Core reveals new Zygarde Core Greninja Break Manaphy X from XY9. Core magazine has leaked, revealing Greninja Break and Manaphy X from Rage of the Broken Sky, which is the new set coming out in Japan. Unfortunately, the images are far too small and pixelated to read, but keep the update on PokeBeach.com. I know as soon as the cards do have a higher resolution, we will see what those cards do, which would be interesting to see. We get a Manaphy X, which I think is the only time we've had a Manaphy X. I know Manaphy and Phione, I'm not sure how to say his name, have been in the game before, but I don't think Manaphy has ever been that really put on the spotlight like an EX, so it's going to be interesting to see if that card is great. A second Zygarde cord with a blue-colored hexagon was also revealed in the magazine. It will debut in the XY anime. We don't know anything else about it right now. Maybe the TCG sets Red Flash and Blue Impact now have more meaning with this new blues Zygarde. Let's see if we can pull it up. Here we go. We got the Greninja. We're going to talk about the Gyarados here in a second. There is the Xerneas and the Yveltal. Okay, so there we go. There's the Core magazine. There's the Manaphy they're talking about. There's the Greninja, like I said. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do. And like I said, if you want to keep up to date on PokeBeach and get the latest news, you can just go to PokeBeach.com. Bookmark that, make it your favorite, whatever you want to do. Or you can just wait till next Wednesday where we will talk about it and discuss it a little bit more. Now, next up is going to be Max Elixir from XY9. And the daily reveals begin. Max Elixir Japan, PP Max has turned into a card. It will be debuting a Rage of the Broken Sky, which is next month coming out. Shout out to Michael S. for the translation. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. You may choose a basic energy card you find there and attach it to one of your basic bench Pokemon. Shuffle the remaining cards back into deck, which I really, really do like this card. This is a really good trainer. I mean, top 6. If you play 8 basic energies, 8 out of 60, you probably have good chances of hitting a basic energy. And now you can start attacking with those crazy X's on your first turn. Like Giratina needs a double Dragon Energy, and if you're able to max Elixir both times onto it on the first turn and get a turn 1 Chaos Wall, basically shut down your opponent's deck all the way. Sorry about that, you kind of saw my bottom bar pack pop up. But I mean, that is crazy. Just being able to potentially hit those crazy numbers turn one, and I really do like this Max Elixir card. Next up is another great trainer card. It's just the two great trainer cards have been revealed so far from the new set of the Rage of the Broken Sky, and this one is Fighting Spirit Belt. It says this basic Pokemon this card is attached to gets its max HP increased by 40, and its attacks do 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Wow, that is great. We just talked about Giratina. Giratina has 180, 170 HP. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but if it's 170, it gets boosted up to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 210 HP, which is now it now has much HP as a Mega Pokemon, and you're still Chaos Wheel for 110, and then if you put a Faded Town, you could do 130 a turn to a Mega, which still two-shots every Mega in the game, which is great. You're two-shotting those Megas. They can't get rid of the Faded Town if you get the turn 1 Chaos Well. So with Max Elixir and Fighting Spirit Belt coming out from XY9, you can see that how these cards are going to be great, do quick damage. And there are some other cards you can put this Fighting Spirit Belt onto. You can put this onto baby basic Pokemon that are strong, like Miltank, Powerful Friends. You can not so much to hit more damage, but now Miltank can have I think it has 100 HP or 90. So it gets 130, 140 depending on it. So it gets a little bit more HP, and you could hit some more, but maybe Mustman would be a better card. But combine this with, the new Empoleon, like you can Archie's and Empoleon, get the Miltank out, attach this Fighting Spirit Belt, giving a boost of 40 HP, 20 damage for each Empoleon. And there you go. You're doing a lot of damage with the Miltank for one energy without really setting up. All you need is the one the Empoleon, and you can start hitting quick damage with Miltank, and that's why I really do like Miltank in this next set coming out, especially right now, just because you can get those quick, 90, 110 damage off fairly quickly on your first turn if you do get the Archies out, which is pretty easy. We saw Jacob Van Wagner do it at Worlds, turn 1 Archies. You don't have the eggs anymore, but that still shouldn't be a problem in this new set, so it's going to be interesting to see Miltank. And what else would you want to pair Fighting Spirit Belt with? Or Spirit Belts. Obviously, EX Pokemon, like I said, they have 171 HP. They are getting boosted up to 210 and 220 with this Fighting Spirit Belt, which is great. And then you have the Max Elixir making it possible to actually attack on the first turn. And if you do play a bunch of basic energy cards, you can start attacking turn 1 with the strong EX attackers that maybe have lacking some attacks. But I really do like this, and it seems like the game is getting even faster with this Fighting Spirit Belt and the Max Elixir. All right, next up is going to be the last card. It is going to be the Shining Gyarados that we just saw for the Core magazine. Gyarados EX, Wet Weather, flip a coin until you get tails for each heads. Search your deck for a water energy card and attach it to this Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Splash Bang 130 does 10 damage to each of your bench Pokemon, which you can't play Mr. Mime to get around this, but Wet Weather, if you feel lucky with your coin flips, you might get a bunch of energies, and it is a cool turn 1. If you don't, I don't think we can, I don't think Mega Gyarados has the Delta Evolution. Yeah, it doesn't have the Delta Evolution. So you have to at least tag one turn with the Gyarados. I guess Wet Weather could make an attack, maybe get multiple heads, and that way you can Mega Gyarados turn 2. But Mega Gyarados is going to be a great attack, and this is probably one of the strongest Mega attacks we have seen in a little while. Blast Geyser, 120 plus damage. Okay, so 120 base for 4 colors, which is just 2 DCEs or 2 waters or a double Max Elixir DC or maybe Mega Turbo. There's so many options you can have with this Mega Gyarados. You may have this attack do 20 more damage times the number of water energy attached to this Pokemon. If you do, discard the top 2 cards from your deck. So not that big of a deal. Top 2 cards of your deck, you're like, meh, whatever. If you have 4 water energy attached, that is 2, 4, 6, 8. Now you're doing 200 damage base from Mega Gyarados. And like I said, you have the Mega Turbos, you have the Max Elixir, and if you're an expanded, you have Blastoise. Oh man, and it has 240 HP. And its weakness is lightning. So you don't have to worry about Vespiquen unless they get the Jolteon out. But then you can maybe play like Hex Maniacs to shut that down. It is going to be a really, really strong deck. With 240 HP, we saw that we've only seen that in Groudon and Kyogre, so it's very great to see another Mega hit those 240 HP. Unless I'm missing one, and if I'm missing one, I know y'all would let me know. But I'm pretty sure that the only two Pokemon with 240 HP so far has been the Groudon and the Kyogre. And that's it. That's all the cards we have out so far that have come out from the new sets. Unless I think I missed something, but I'm pretty sure I'm up to date with the Rage of the Broken Sky. We just had to release a breakthrough here in America. Or the English set basically come out. Everything but Japan gets the breakthrough set. And in a month, I think it's a month. In December 11th, we will see the set come out in Japan. And then February 3rd, we will see it come out as Breakpoint. Interesting to see. Like I said, the Gyarados is so far the strongest card of the set. I think so. It's gonna be up to this Greninja and this Manaphy to see what they do. We see it does have ability and an attack with 2 waters and a colors. Greninja, you can't tell anything from that. Let's make sure I didn't miss up anything with Max Elixir. Look at toxic cards of your deck. You may choose a basic card you find in there, attach it to one of your basic bench Pokemon. Okay. Alright, I know I said earlier that Megas can use Max Elixir. I forgot that I said basic bench Pokemon. Don't hate me, Pokemon community. I know I messed up. I just forgot to say basic bench, and these are not basic Pokemon. These are Mega Pokemon, but still, you can have the Turn 1 Max Elixir onto a Gyarados EX, which is great. It doesn't say non-EX Pokemon, right? Make sure, one more time. Attached to one of your basic bench Pokemon. Let's make sure we're not missing anything here. Attached to your Pokemon that are in the tools. Basic Pokemon. This card is attached to you. Okay, cool. So Giratina, like I said, Miltank. Okay, good. We're just making sure we don't make any mistakes, so we don't have to make another video. But it seems like okay here. But what's your favorite card so far? Do you like the? I like it that it is a shiny Gyarados. You got this red Gyarados. Oh man, look at that! The red Gyarados and the gold Greninja. He's flying with those wings. Oh man, that red Gyarados has always been one of my favorite Pokemon. When Gold and Silver was released, and you had to go to that lake to catch the shiny Gyarados. That was most people's first shiny Pokemon, even though it was Pokemon kind of hand. And it gave you that red Gyarados. But there you go. What card are you excited about? We don't really know anything about Greninja or the Manaphy, but if they're your favorite Pokemon, they're probably something you're hyped about. Next up is Max Elixir, Fighting Spirit Belt, and the Shiny Gyarados. And the Mega Shiny Gyarados. I think it's a Shiny Mega Gyarados. Can we tell from here? Yeah, it's a Shiny Mega Gyarados. Yep. Oh man, that's exciting. I think it's going to be the first Mega with the Shiny card. Don't quote me on that. I think that's correct, though. The first Mega Shiny is the Gyarados. Oh, no. We have the Shiny Groudon. Are there Shinies or Gold? Because they have the Rayquaza, the Kyogre, and the Groudon. But those are Gold. I don't know if they're Shiny. I don't know. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great Wednesday. Alrighty.